Hey guys, I hope everyone had a wonderful vacation and a happy Thanksgiving. Today we will be discussing 5.1 Exponential Transformations Day 2. Today's date is the 27th. What we're going to focus on today is going from an equation to a graph, which is very straightforward. When you are graphing, I recommend listing your transformations and making a table, which I'll show in this video. But remember, the only thing I really will be grading is your graph. So the first example, we have y equals 3 to the power of x plus 1 minus 2. So first thing I would do is take note of the parent. Parent is going to be based off the base, which is 3, which means the parent is y equals 3 to the power of x. Next thing I would look at are my transformations. So I have a minus 1 and I have a plus 2. Because of this minus 1 and plus 2, I am going to be translating I'll just do this. This minus 1 means I am going to go right 1. And then the plus 2 means up 2. So if I were to make a table, I would first include my parent's key points, which is y equals 3 to the x. So that's going to give me negative 1, 1/3, 0, 1, 1, 3. If I extend my table, I can apply the transformations. So right 1 will be x plus 1, up 2 will be y plus 2. Filling in my table, negative 1 plus 1, 0, 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 2. Filling in my y values, 1/3 plus 2 will be 7/3. 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay, so now all I have to do is plot these points. So actually, before I plot the points, I would graph my asymptote, which remember is based off of vertical dilations. Since I have a vertical translations. So since we are going up 2, my asymptote is going to be here at y equals 2. Now I'm going to plot my key points. So 0, 7/3, which is about 2 1/3. 1, 3, and 2, 5. So there are my key points, which need to be obvious when I'm grading. And then my curve will go up like this. Make sure your curve takes up the whole window, has arrows, and that's that. So moving on, example 2, y equals 1/3 to the power of negative x over 2 plus 1. So why don't we pause the video and try to do this with your group mates. Okay, so I pretty much did the whole problem. Hopefully you guys just finished up with your groups. The parent, remember, is going to be y equals 1/3 to the power of x, and that is based off of our base. Continuing highlighting, we have a reflection over the y-axis because our x value is now negative. We are horizontally dilating by 2 because our x value is being divided by 2, and we do the opposite, which is the reciprocal. And then finally, we have translation up 1 based off the one on the outside, which is also going to affect our asymptote. So what I did is make a table. So we've got horizontal dilation by 2, so x values will be multiplied by 2. And because it's reflecting over the y-axis, our x values will change. And then we're going up 1, so we have y plus 1. So then our final key points are 2, 4, 0, 2, and then negative 2, 4/3. So my graph will look something like this. Alright, so if anything went too fast, you can go back and watch this video. Your homework tonight is a worksheet. What's it called? Exponential transformations. You've got the rest of the period to work on this, so I would use your period wisely. Tomorrow we're going to be studying exponential properties, and so it's important that you guys are feeling very confident with graphing and going from graphs to equations. So don't waste the rest of the period and be productive. I'll see you tomorrow.